Professor Lee Cronin, Phineas Gage, and the Pink Panther. Quote, "When I was 9, I was put in the special needs class as I was found to be disruptive, with ADHD and on the spectrum. Even worse, I was found to have below average intelligence. I was so sad I wasn't smart, and I still feel ashamed even to this day because I wanted to be a scientist. I find it odd that when I do science across boundaries, people tell me to stay in my lane and suggest I'm stupid. I know I'm limited, but should that mean I'm not allowed to even try, and if I do, I get publicly belittled?" Close quote, Professor Lee Cronin. Quote, "Intermittently and without warning, I will attack you whenever and wherever it is least inspected. In this way, I will keep you vigilant and alert. Agreed?" Close quote. The Pink Panther, Inspector Clouseau. Dying breed. Thought what the hell, cried here we go, and bungled on scene like Inspector Clouseau. But before you get your axe to grind, consider this. It may change your mind. I'm the first to admit that I'm no poet. You don't have to tell me, I already know it. I'm an inventor, see, a dying breed, despite the increasingly desperate need. Certainly, STEM is all the rage and sure to fetch a handsome wage. But I'm telling you that it's just the start. True innovation necessitates art. Technology is simply brush and canvas for inventors seeking precious patents, for finding the solution that's unobvious. A patent bestows the mark of genius. They're referred to as art, are they not? Despite what you may or may not have been taught. Poetry's framework of meters and rhymes like the parameters inventors have to face all the time, invaluably honing one's mental agility so vital for a person's inventoring ability. Lifting solutions from the bottomless voids is similar to poetic rhyme-searching hemorrhoids. The presence needed to produce soaring odes, as vital as logic for computer encodes. There is great disagreement about what poetry is, even among those deeply steeped in the biz. Whether literature is poetry or ironic prose is a question that seemingly nobody knows. But I think to be true poetry on the page, it must within the grasp be of a Phineas Gage. I know not if or when we departed the rails, with regards to the specifics of poetic tales. But I hearken back to the simpler times, which explains my sad poem's incessant rhymes. So, by having the mental skills of a poet, you can help save the world, though perhaps did not know it. But if you want to be part of man's technological defiance, in addition to poetry, you should learn math and science. Quote, "The concept of a computer and computation refers to the automation and digitization of chemical synthesis and discovery. The computer is a concept that establishes the field of digital chemistry as it describes the abstraction of a robotic platform capable of automating and standardizing the process of controlling chemical reactions and chemical synthesis." The first computer was invented by Lee Cronin and his team at the University of Glasgow, first proposed in 2012, and the concept of programming chemical reactions was then published in 2016. Computation is the universal code-enabled control of chemical reactions using a standard language and ontology. This involves the use of a standard hardware abstraction that can run the 4 unit operations of chemical synthesis. 1. Reaction. 2. Workup. 3. Isolation. 4. Purification. The goal of computation is to establish a universal code-driven system for the design and execution of chemical code for exploring chemical space, finding reactivity, new reactions, new molecules, and ensuring reproducible code for chemical synthesis. A key aspect is the development of the first programming language for chemistry. Key benefits for the implementation of the language include reliability, interoperability, collaboration, remove ambiguity, lower cost, increase safety, open up discovery, molecular customization, and publication of executable chemical code. Cronin spoke about the concept of computation on the Lex Fridman podcast. Close quote, Wikipedia.